Hey guys, what's going on? It's Nozilla here from Outsider Garage. It's kind of an exciting episode, I guess you'd call it. I got some really cool stuff happening this weekend. If anybody has followed me on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, you'll know that I bought a GTR. So finally joining the non-outsider crew. But I think one thing you can say if you've seen these pictures of this GTR that I got is that it is certainly the outsider of GTRs. So it's it's definitely it's going to hurt some feelings. It's going to make a lot of people cry, but I can see the vision for this thing in my head, and it's there. It's going to be an awesome, amazing project, and when it's finished, I think it's going to really be something special. So to give you a little background on this, it is I believe it's a 1990 R32 GTR. It was factory black, but since then a lot has happened to it, and a lot of changes have been made. From the little bit of background that I have on this car so far, I understand that it was purchased and started having some major body work done to it, in the hopes that this was going to be going to SEMA. And at some point during the process, the owner abandoned the project, and it's kind of been floating back and forth now between a couple of different owners, and nobody's been able to get it to the end zone. So that's going to be a task that I'm going to be undertaking now, and my goal is to get this project completed, and perhaps even get it to SEMA next year, so that it can finally see the goal that it originally had when it was originally put together by the first owner who had this in mind. So that being said, so as I saw this thing online, it brought back some like memories for me from being a lot younger than I am now, and seeing pictures of this car online with this kit. Now, I've never seen any pictures of the car per se, but just, I mean, like the manufacturer photos and stuff like that, I can remember seeing it. And there's certain things that really kind of stick out and, make me really recall this pretty well. So it is, from the little research that I've done, an extreme dimensions kit. And it is called the GTR 500 kit. This kit makes the R32 look kind of similar to an R34. So I guess you could, I want to think that it's probably one of the first R32.4 kits that were available for the R32. It's got a really large, mean, aggressive front end that included the front bumper, which is almost like a time attack style front bumper, with no real slits or openings or air passages other than a large one for the intercooler. A very large, thick, aggressive hood with a lot of ducting. The bumper actually has built-in, I guess where there would be headlights, the headlights are there as well. I'll show some pictures up in here, and some you guys can take a look at this. And then obviously it's got these really wild, like, Z-tune times a million front fenders, and then it's got these crazy side skirts that kind of tie in the front and the rear fenders, going out real wide on the sides, and then these like obnoxious, like huge rear fenders that have like this big kind of swooping over fender that comes up, and kind of similar to, I guess some of the people have commented, kind of similar to like the Liberty Walk style R34 right now. And then the rear end is very like high, a lot of room below it, and that actually has like R34 tails. So this is a pretty wild kit. I mean, when you see this thing, you're either going to fall in love with it, or you're going to just throw up on the floor right in front of you and hate the thing. Now, I'm getting like, I can understand both. Somebody decided to do this to a GTR. I get it. It's tough to look at, but at the same time, I think the potential is here to make this thing really badass and really awesome. So we're going to try to do it. So that being said, I think so as I said before, like I have never seen another R32 with this kit on it before. Never ever. If you Google GTR 500, Extreme Dimensions, R32, or even like I think it was Z-Tunes was the test car for this kit originally, you're only going to find pictures of that Z-Tunes car. I cannot find a single picture of another R32 with this kit installed on the internet, period. Now, I haven't delved into the forums yet or requested, any, significant information from anybody else in the community. I'm going to wait until this weekend when the car is here, and then I can kind of, start to, bite into this a little bit more. But yeah, so that being said, the car is going to be on its way to New York. I think leaving on Thursday or Friday, and we'll be here on Saturday. I made arrangements with the current owner, and he's offered to deliver it. So we got that worked out. So I'm kind of jumping with excitement right now. I'm kind of a relatively old dude. I'm turning 40 this year. This is kind of like a treasure hunt meets like Legos for me. So the project car in its current state right now is literally a rolling shell, completely stripped from end to end. All the harnesses, everything, all the interiors out of the car. It's missing some things. It's got some things done to the chassis, but all in all, it's a clean chassis. So there isn't any rust or major issues with the chassis. It's a B&R 32, as I said before, 1990. It's coming with a fully prepped 86.5 RB26 block. No pistons, rods, but it also comes with a complete head minus cams, and it's coming with an OEM, GTR 5-speed, all-wheel drive gearbox and, front sump. All the harnesses and everything attacked, everything else, including all the covers for the head. There's a lot here. And it does actually have a complete interior as well. All the interior parts are there. Somebody spent a lot of money doing some really kind of interesting reupholstered interior for the car. And I'm curious to see what this is going to look like. Obviously, it's been sitting a long time, so I'm not expecting anything to be in perfect condition. But it's going to be exciting to see this thing. It's also fully caged. It's got a welded cage. It looks like it's pretty decent. And as of right now, everything is kind of primered white. I spoke with the current owner, and he's been kind of, he took this on as a project. I think it was a little bit more than he wants to put, into time-wise right now. And he's been kind of dabbling here and there with trying to straighten up like the body work and the kit fitment and stuff, and to make it, nice and good to get ready for paint. So I think we're almost there. So I'll be getting this thing and, giving it a once over, taking inventory of everything, and then I'm probably going to get it out to my body guy and finish this thing up and get it painted. I'm kind of thinking we're going to try to do something similar to the GT500 R34, race car, which was like that red with the livery on it and everything. But we'll see how it goes. I think the one main thing that this car definitely needs is it needs the correct size wheels, and they have to be nice, wide, striking wheels. And obviously we want to give this thing some grip in the back. And I'm already thinking of maybe, me, I like the big wings in the back, and this is a very like heavy, aggressive looking, track-ish oriented, aero build car. So I think we're going to give her a rather large trunk mount, dual element Voltex wing, and probably like a big ass splitter on the front, and probably elaborate more a little bit on the aero and the fenders. We'll probably throw some Professional Awesome stuff in there. And I'll be in contact with Radium Engineering and see what we can do for a fuel system for this thing, because it doesn't have a fuel tank. So that just means that it's going to get a cell, and we're going to do something nice. I actually still have my old FCST. It's the 4-pump setup, and that thing's ready to rock and roll. So we'll probably throw that in there. And yeah, guys, this is going to be really something. I am by no means whatsoever getting rid of my GTST. My GTST is my baby. this is my car, and it's not going anywhere. And I don't want this to detract from my focus on this car either, but this is going to be like a little side, thing on the side here. So we're definitely going to have some fun with it, and I look forward to, sharing this project with you guys in this build. So anyways, moving along from that, I've been kind of getting, working a little bit on my GTSD, and I got a car show that I committed to going to this weekend in Middletown, New York. It's the Los Bandoleros meet. Supposed to be like a pretty good sized meet in Middletown. They offered me like a VIP spot in the meet, so I'm honored to, go there and be a part of that. I'm gonna try to bring some of my buddies with me that have R32s as well. If anybody watching wants to come and hang out, stop by. It's gonna be a good time. I'm hoping that I can take delivery of the GTR and get everything kind of sorted and put away in the garage. I'll be on my way over to that meet. Unfortunately, I'm probably not going to be driving there. I'm probably going to end up trailering the car. I still have an issue right now with my fuel pump drive and waiting for the the replacement part for that to come in. No ETA as of yet, but patiently waiting. So yeah, I'll probably just trailer her down, take it off the trailer, and park it someplace nice, and we'll hang out and have some fun. But in the meantime, she is really enjoying the new garage space. So am I. And filthy as anything right now, so I'm going to start trying to get her cleaned up a couple nights this week. As you can see, I think in the last video, or maybe not the last video actually. So in Instagram, I made some posts to the splitter and stuff, and I have some kind of preliminary fitment on here the way that I want it. Still got some more work to do. Not sure if you can see. You can see like the mounts are down here. Yeah, kind of, you can see them. So those are the quick release Professional Awesome mounts. And then there are also their Professional Awesome splitter rods and splitter rod hardware. These are fiberglass splitter rods with titanium locking pins, aluminum fancy clevis, and also these are titanium skid pucks on the bottom. So there's 4 pucks. I'm going to put another set of pucks over here on this leading edge. And then I think at that point, the next thing I want to do is I want to run like a reinforcement along the middle behind the rear bumper to kind of, strengthen the splitter a bit. And then we'll probably be good. Got the front bumpers over here. If you guys have been following, you see I got this nice new garage, and unfortunately for me, we got this good sized lip here. And it may not look like much in the video, but my car isn't like extremely low, but it certainly clipped that pretty good when I pulled into the garage, and I forgot to engage the airlift. So yeah, there's my splitter. Really not too thrilled about this. We'll see if I can take that to somebody and maybe we can get it repaired, and then at least have a backup. I went ahead and ordered a replacement lip for it this time, not a genuine. It's like a Chinese reproduction, just because it's a wear item, So I figured we'll just get the China one. So I got to order this thing, and first off, I can't find them anywhere. So apparently due to COVID, nobody's shipping large parts anymore. And then I find somebody who supposedly has them in stock. I ordered that, and I got an email from like 2 days later saying that they can't ship it. It's too big. So I find it someplace else, order it, and apparently that should be delivered this week, I believe. But these things used to be like $200 or something, $300 online, and now they want, I think, like $400 or $500 for the lip, and then additional like, I don't know, like $1,600 to ship these things. So you're gonna be over $2,000 just for the lip. Now I remember back in the day, you could buy an entire Pandem rep kit for about the same price. So it kind of gives you an idea of the state that we're in right now with COVID and everything. So certainly, definitely difficult getting these big parts right now. So I'm hoping this thing gets delivered this week. If it does, we'll slap it on. We'll get over the meat and stuff like that. Most likely not going to be running the splitter. Obviously, this is for the track only. I do not want to get this thing damaged, driving around on like these crappy roads over here. So that being said, guys, the car is ready to go minus the fuel pump. I put it back on for the time being. Kind of just retorqued the drive gear a bit. I'm hoping that it'll be okay to start it, up and roll it off the trailer and on the trailer for the meat, which I don't think is going to be a problem. And then other than that, just kind of like move it into this garage. As you can see, I've got all sorts of crap, lots of crap. Still trying to get everything away and put away and stuff. So I'm going to move this thing over a little bit more, and then we're going to pull the GTR in right here, and that's where we're going to be. All right, fellas, so looking forward to this weekend. I will definitely be uploading a video this weekend and going over this GTR tip to toe. So y'all stay tuned and look forward to some fun times and some exciting new projects. Talk soon.